Good afternoon. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Oh, wait, man, I'm looking a little tired, but it is what it is. This is Lawrence D. Adams, and we are back again today. Let me adjust my hat. I know this subject is sort of how not to look for your mother in her. How not to look for your mother in her. Good afternoon. Get your pills ready. Get ready for this one. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. What's going on today? But we're going to talk about it today. What in the world? How do you come up with these topics, bro? If you didn't watch the video I posted last night, you missed it. If you missed what I posted about the video I posted with the picture of Lisa Ray and her mother on there, you need to go watch that video. That video was thinking. This one is how not to look for your mother in her. What? What are you talking about? So first, for a disclaimer at the beginning, what's going on? Class is in session. That's why they're not ready for this. First thing, this is not a bash on mothers, because mothers play an important part in raising children, good, bad, or indifferent. But this is how not to look for your mother in her. And I think a lot of guys, that's why they ain't came on yet, ain't ready for what I'm about to say. But it's just not a bash against women. It's not a bash against mothers, because I have a mother. I have two sons, and their mother, they take care of business. But this is how not to look for your mother in her. See, this is where we're going to go right now. What's going on? What's going on, Ted? What's going on? Yep, class is in session. Real quick, we're going to hit it hard, and I'm going to stop because I was tired today. I think I got up early and I didn't take my vitamins, in the case may be. Just going on. So how not to look for your mother and her. Woo, 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 woo. A lot of men are not ready for what I'm going to say right here. Let's get this going. Let's get it going. What's going on? So let me say it again. Everybody got a mom, good, bad, or indifferent. This is not a talk against your mother at all. But when it comes to the dynamics of your relationship with who you're going to be with, men, we have a tendency to look for certain qualities that our mother gave inside the woman that we deal with. But the danger is when you want her to be your mother and not who she really needs to be in your life. I remember a situation where I went to go hear some live jazz in an apartment. This person that I knew, who was an executive, happened to be there with his wife, and he called her mother. I said, wait a minute, is it his mother, or is it his wife, or whatever the case may be? The problem we see here is that some men secretly look for their mother inside of the woman that they want to be with. And when you look for your mother inside of her, you cheat yourself on experiencing who she truly is. You cheat yourself on who she really is. She can never be your mother. And what happens is we have blurred the lines in our community, and that because of your relationship or lack of a relationship, and there's a void there, you try to fill the void with that woman. And so what happens is that woman in turns becomes your mother, or almost like a mother figure to you. And what happens is there becomes the relationship begins to eclipse, and now she's your authority and not you being in your proper position. And when you're not in your proper position, there can be no true sexual chemistry between the two of you. There can be no true what? Good morning. What's going on? What's going on? There can be no true proper alignment between the two of you. You have to realize, even though you love your mama or you did not have a good relationship with your mother, guess what? You cannot look for her in the woman that you want to be with because you're going to cheat. Ah, that's exactly what happened to me. See, that's exactly what happened to me. You're going to cheat her out of, you're going to cheat that woman for giving you the gift that she needs to offer you. You're going to cheat her out of the gift that she needs to give you. Most men secretly are looking for their mother inside of the woman. I got to get this adjusted. My hat is not. Okay, there we go. There we go. I lost damn near all my sexual interest in my ex when I started trying to when she started trying to baby me. Man, it was like, why? Because the dynamics between the two of you were out of place. You can never truly have sex with your mother because that's incest. LDA, they're looking for a mother because their mothers didn't, I can't say that word, didn't with them, and they got a brother or sister. They will favor the little brother or sister more than them. Right. So you have issues that you need to resolve with your mother. Mike Tyson told Boosie the same thing. Ain't that something? So what are you looking for real? Are you looking for your mother, or are you looking for what? A real relationship with a woman. You have to go back and resolve those issues that you have with your mother. Because if you feel like what Ted said, if you feel that she's favoring one of the children over you, guess what's going to happen? You're going to feel some kind of way. And so you look for now a woman who's going to favor you because you never resolved the issues that you have with your mother. I'm talking to you, brothers. This might be too deep. I know you say I need a drink of coffee on this one. But what happens is you can't look for your mother inside of her. Your mother has some good attributes. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking mothers. So I don't want nobody coming there and talking about, you talking about my mama. No, I'm not coming against mother because I have a mother. Surprised she didn't call me yet. I'm not talking about mothers in that way. I'm talking about what you look for. Now, there's certain things, qualities that your mother do have that you do need to look for inside of a woman. But when you're looking for her to mother you, that is the issue. Because when she mothers you, guess what's going to happen? She will, in turn, eclipse you and become your authority. And then you get upset as a man because you don't feel you get the respect that you need. But you, my brother, have created the dynamic to put her in the place as a mother and not as your girlfriend, wife, partner, whatever the case may be. What's going on? What's going on, babe? See, yeah, I pretty much talk things out with my mother, and I didn't want none of the women I dated to be like her. Right now, this what's going on? What's going on, babe? See, what's going on? What's going on? So the thing of it is, let me get it. Let me say this again. This is not to bash your mother. This is not to bash your mother. Some mothers have good attributes that you need to look for inside of a woman. But when you're looking for the woman to be your mother, that is a problem. See, a mother, how can I say this? A mother cannot be in the same position to a king. A mother cannot treat the king and her son the same way. So if you are a king, good, bad, or indifferent, you cannot expect your mother to be your queen. You see, my mother told me to find a black woman, but my preference for women expanded beyond one ethnicity, right? So the thing of it is, you got to realize, but what the deeper thing is, if you have not resolved the thing between you and your mother, you're going to try to fill that void with that woman. And what happens is you begin to cheat that woman out. I'm saying it again because I want those in the back of the room to get this. You begin to cheat that woman, cheat that woman out of the gift that you have for her and what she has for you. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm doing what I do not. And she asked, okay, what she suggested. I understand. So it's so important how not to look for your mother in her. The problem is you have to look for someone, not your mother, but a mate, or someone that you want to be in a relationship with, or someone that you just want to do your thing with. Because if you do not, as Evo Rebirth just said, the sexual tension between you is going to wane, and you're not going to feel sexually attracted to your mother. You just cannot. You cannot feel sexually attracted to your mother. There is a complex for that, but we're not going to talk about that today. There is a complex for that, but we're not going to talk about that. When you have an innate or sexual attraction, or the mother has an innate sexual attraction for her son, and she's trying to make her son fill a void for her, that's not good. That's not healthy. But how not to look for your mother in her? See, when you take those blinders off and realize the real key is lightning is like flash. Right? The real key is this: you need to look for what really turns you on in a woman. Your mother was there to get you to one point, but now you need to be very clear on what you want in a woman. The problem is a lot of guys have not made a concrete decision on what they want for a woman. So they rather look for somebody to give them, you need to pick that, you need to pick this, you need to pick this, you need to pick that. The problem is we have too many people trying to look for a clone of a woman versus what really turns them on. So you need to stop looking for your mother. And what do a mother do? Oh, no, baby. She comforts you. She holds you. She nurtures you. There's nothing wrong with that in a relationship. Don't get me wrong. But what happens is, if she begins to feel that position as your mother in the relationship with you two, once again, I'm repeating myself, it's going to destroy the what? The dynamics between you two. Most people have not thought about this. Why their relationships are not working. Why do they keep picking the wrong person? Because you keep picking what you've seen in the past. You keep picking your mother in a woman and not picking the woman that you want. You keep picking the woman, you keep picking your mother in the woman that you want. Not realizing that when she shows up and your mother begins to tell you, you better sit down and do what I tell you to do, something in you like, wait a minute, who are you talking to? Why? Because you have picked your mother in her. My mother was the opposite, and she was so cold-hearted. There we go. Thank you so much, Harry. Thank you, Harry. Thank you for my wrist just ring. Harry, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That was my cousin's name, Harry. Lightning like flash. So it's so important that you think about, what do you really want in that woman? You could be trying to fill a void that you did not get, like Ted said, because your mother favored the other kids and didn't favor you inside of that woman. Because that void has never been seen or exposed, or it has never been filled. What void are you trying to fill with that woman because of your relationship, good, bad, or indifferent, with your mother? See what I'm doing here? I'm exposing things so that you can have a healthy relationship. Appreciate that. Thank you. Healthy relationship with who you need to be with. But if you have not resolved the things with your mother, guess what's going to happen? You're going to project that onto the woman that's in your life. And you will secretly say in your mind, you will secretly say, she reminds me of my mother every time she says that. She reminds me every time she says something in me, I just don't like when she says that. Why do you don't like it? Because she's only revealing what's inside of you. My mom wanted me to act like I didn't give a damn about anybody because she's afraid that I would hang out with the wrong crowd. Right, I understand that. But you got this is the thing. Let me give this one pointer you got to do. Because a lot of guys don't talk about the issues that they have with their mother. We always talk about the issues that a man have with their father. Oh, the man has issues with their father. You hear my mother calling right now. Ain't that something? I told her my mother calling right now. So you have to forgive your mother. Forgive. You have to forgive your mother. Most of you guys have not forgiven your mother for the good, bad, and indifferent that has affected you as a man. Because she was your first template of a woman, whether she was there or not there. And until you have forgiven your mother for what she did or did not do, said and did not say, being there or not being there, how she treated your what? Father, what she said about your father. See, y'all don't want to talk about this. Everybody want to keep everything under wraps. Don't share that. But I'm trying to get you to the next level. Until you can forgive your mother on what she said about your father. Oh, he ain't no good. He was a rascal, but he wasn't a rascal. He wasn't that much of a rascal because you know why? She laid down with him. She laid down with him. You have to forgive your mother for the things that she did, good, bad, or indifferent. What she said about your father, what she did that you didn't think was right. Because if you do not resolve those issues, it would always rise up again in who you deal with. Because you have not resolved them inside of you. This might be too deep for 12 o'clock. Y'all still hear this? If there's too much, I can stop the broadcast and I can call my mama back. But woo! So my mom is mostly aggressive, just not my aunts and all of them, right? So you got to think about, you need to forgive your mother for everything she did, good, bad, and indifferent. Because if you do not unearth this, your mother might have passed on. She may not be here anymore. But you still have to say she's still living with you because you're living with the thought about her. So you have to resolve that inside of you. Because it's like back in the day, we used to have the tapes going. We used to have the tapes going. And when you realize the tapes is going, so it's important to realize you got to cut the tape inside of him. You got to cut the tape of the reel of hearing your mother say, boy, you better not do it. You ain't going to do nothing but lazy. You ain't going to be nothing. You're going to be just like your father. What's going on, Trav? You're definitely welcome to come up. You're going to be just like your father. Because you have not forgiven your mother for for who she really was. So you carry that and project it into the future of the women that you deal with. I'm talking to somebody on here. If you don't resolve this, you're cheating the women who shows up in your life because all you're going to attract is your mother inside of them. Cool, no problem. You're cheating the women in your life because you're always going to be looking for your mother inside of them. And what's going to happen is you're going to attract to you your mother because you have not resolved the issues from your past about your mother. You notice that she'll do something just like your mother do, and it will irritate the hell out of you. Why elders? Why I don't understand why elder spot on this one? Okay, you can't. Okay, so she came today. All right, I understand. So what happens is you have to resolve that. Let me explain it again. Until you resolve the past of your mother, good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to be constantly looking for mommy inside of the next woman you attract. You know why? Because now you're going to attract Susie Q, who happens to be just like your mother. But until you resolve, and you know the common denominator, it is not the women, it is you, because you're always there. The common denominator is you. That's why people can get on here and complain, man, these women crazy. They ain't nothing. They're going to treat you wrong. How was your mother? How was your mother? How was your mother? Was she a whore? Was she a slut? Did she have you and your brothers have different mother and father? Let's talk about it for real. How did it really affect you? How did you really feel about that? How did you find out that your uncle was not really your uncle, but it was somebody that was creeping around in the bedroom that was her side piece? How did it really affect you? Yeah, my ex would say, would always complain about the toilet seat being left up and stuff like that, pissed me off, right? How did that really affect you? So you're gonna notice I'm not gonna pretty much cuss because they monitor what happens here on YouTube. So I gotta I'm sort of cut down on cussing. But I want you to really think about that. You need to resolve any issues that you have with your mother. Right. So what happens is I realized it was an annoying habit that I needed to correct. Right. So you need to resolve any issues that you have with your mother. She might be dead and gone with Jesus on the other side. She got her eternal reward and she's wearing a crown. Hallelujah, baby Jesus. But if you have not let her go and forgiven her, what's going to happen? You're going to always be searching for mama in the women that you deal with. If this is making sense to somebody, let me know in this chat room. I'm going to stop. If this is making sense, let me know in the chat room. If this is making sense, let me know in the chat room. If this is resonating with you, let me know in the chat. Because all I've been doing this week is unearthing things that have been buried inside of you. So it makes me think of an example. I always think about the Bible. I don't know why I always come with the Bible, but it makes me think of something in the Bible. When the children of Israel was trying to go into the promised land, and one of the guys had stole a piece of artifact that they told him not to steal. Like, dude, do not steal nothing. Make sure you give everything that belongs to God. But he kept it and hid it. What's up, Coach Mike? Yep. He hid it in his tent for him and his family. He said, yo, everybody getting theirs. I'm going to have mine right here. So he hid it. And so they went to go talk to God, like, God, yo, we ready to go into the promised land. Yeah, we here, we ready. Let's go. Go. They said, yo, you can't go in. Why you can't go in? Somebody in the camp has taken something that doesn't belong to them. So you can't enter into the next level. So everybody, Joshua's looking like, who stole something? Who took something? So the guy was like, man, I don't know who took something. Somebody took something. It's in their tent. They found out that this guy What's up? That's right. MGP, what's going on? That's what I'm talking. My good people, that's what I'm talking about. Came in with the right salute. Found out that this guy took something and buried it. Once they found out what he did, they got rid of him and they gave it back to what belonged to the right person. Sometimes you will not enter into your next level because you got things hidden in you that you need to unearth. Let me see what Ted. I didn't see that, Ted. I got me and my little brother on my mom's side, and my dad's recipe side. I got an older brother and two older sisters. One of my older sisters just passed out due to the so wow, prayers up to you. But sometimes you got to think about what is in you that's stopping you from going to the next level. What is buried in you that you need to unearth to go to the next level? My good people. See, people got it. He caught on. Thank you, John. My good people. What in you do you need to unearth in order for you to go to the next level? What do you need to unearth? Sometimes you're carrying things in you that's stopping you going to the next level. And it takes someone who has a keen eye to see and say, hey, there's something in your tent that needs to be excavated and taken out so that you can go into your promised land. Well, what does this have to do with what we're talking about? We're talking about your mother. Some of you are carrying things about your mother you like, dislike, whatever the case may be, that's stopping you from entering to the promised land or the beauty of enjoying a real woman. So what happens is we have people who would complain about female nature because it is what it is, but they complain about the women that keep attracting. Are you attracting your mother in the women? Are you attracting the women? Are you attracting your mother in the women that you deal with? And that's the reason why you don't like them. Are you attracting your mother in the women that you're attracting? And that's why you don't like them. So you only want to date them, smash and dash, and that's it. Because you're trying to unearth your mother. Yeah, I was harboring hatred and old grudges. See, when you harbor hatred and grudges, it prevents you from going to the next level because you're going to see that female as your mother and you're going to project your hurt, anger, and indifference that you have in your past about your mother onto her and treat her like that. Treat her terribly. I know what I'm talking about. And if it was in the church, I'm in the book. My mom's afraid that if I leave her, I will not talk to her for the long time. Then if your mother's afraid of that, you need to realize why she is afraid, and you need to reassure that you will not do that. Oh, as they say, I'm in the book today. I'm walking down your street today. The problem is now you have to unearth whatever it is. Because see today, this message is going to get stuck in you, and you're going to remember like, dog, LDA, man, why you got to talk about that, bro? Why you got to talk about that, man? Because I'm trying to get you to the next level beyond where you at now. How about when the woman you're dealing with looks for a father in you looks for a father in you as a man subconsciously? Very good point. Very good point. So that would be a good point to talk about. But She has to resolve the issues that she has with her father. And if you're dealing with a woman who has not, if you listen to the video I just posted this today, you need to look at that video. That will answer that question. If you're dealing with a woman who's dealing with her father with her issues, she's looking you to be a father subconsciously, this is what's going to happen. She's going to be looking for daddy all the time. I don't want to go too far in that because it's the opposite of what I'm talking on now, because I'm talking about men and their issues with their mother. So I appreciate that though. LDA, because my mom sometimes act like she doesn't want me in her presence because I stayed with my little brother in East Point and was his kid. And it's okay. So it's not that it's not that I don't want to talk about that because it's a valid issue. Maybe I'll talk about that tomorrow. And that's a good one for tomorrow, maybe. But you got to deal with you first. Because let me add something to what you just said. Why did you attract a woman who has issues with her father? Come on, man. Why did you attract a woman who has issues with her father and she's trying to look for you to be her father subconsciously? Why did you attract a woman like that? What in you attracted a woman who has issues with her father or looking for a father figure? It's something in you. See, this is the thing. I teach, and y'all need to y'all got to put this down. I teach the gospel of responsibility. The gospel of responsibility. Not the gospel of blame. Put in there. LDA teaches the gospel of responsibility. Put that in the chat room. LDA teaches the gospel of responsibility. LDA teaches the gospel of responsibility, but subconsciously probably unearthing issues. My ex-dad, okay, let me get this right. Let me see. But subconsciously probably unearth issues. My ex had dad issues, and her dad name was Travis. Oh, Travis, ain't that something? Wow. Because you're looking for a mother in the woman. Wow. LDA teaches the gospel of responsibility. Please, y'all didn't see people running from this. Man, no, man, it's the woman, man. She did this. No, it's my dad, man. LDA teaches the gospel of, put the trap beat on there. Put gospel of responsibility. That is what we teach over here. Look at this. Everything is unearthing now. Valid point. Only one person wrote the right thing. LDA teaches the gospel of responsibility. My mom was overprotective of me. Couldn't go outside as a kid. As I got older, I resented her for a while, but I recognized that she was only doing what she knew. Right. LDA is teaching the gospel of responsibility, not the gospel of blame. If you want to blame, this ain't the channel for you. If you want to say it's this one and that one, right. LDA dropping bangers. Gospel of responsibility. Everyone, let's listen. There's only a number of people here, and I got my eyes closed, who can take this level of what I'm sharing, because you know why? It's caused them to look at themselves for who they are and stop blaming everyone else and playing the victim. We have enough men and of course enough women who want to play the victim, and nobody wants to be responsible for the crap that they're doing and what's inside of them. Yeah, my mom was like that also. She was afraid I was going to hang with the wrong clique rather. The gospel of responsibility. Back on point now. This is not to hate on your mother. This is not to say your mother wasn't a good mother, but you got to resolve this inside of your life. Why do you need to resolve this inside your life? Because you want to you want to have a healthy relationship with the woman or whoever you're going to deal with in the future. So it's imperative that you have resolved the issues you have with your mother so that you can have a healthy relationship with your future. This is not time to blame your mother. This is for you to recognize, I need to do better. I need to do better. This channel ain't for everybody. I'm sorry. And I ain't talking what everybody else is talking. I'm not dealing with everything is doing. You understand, if you listen just this week, it has unearthed some things in you. And don't think, this is the thing, don't think that if I'm sharing this, that it's not dealing with me too. That is not dealing with me too. See, my goal is here. That's true. The victim mentality gets people depressed, real facts. And it will mess with you or in the real sad state. Right. I'm glad I caught this stream. Right. Every day, 12:30, I am here. Well, Monday through Friday, I'll say that. I'm a learner. All this is starting to, right. It's starting to, thank you, Dre. It's making sense now. Why is it making sense? Because you keep trying to put a Band-Aid on getting information on how to get women, but you have not dissolved your issues with the women of your past. You're trying to get information on how to game and get women, but you have not dealt with the issues that you have with the women of your past. What's going on, Alpha Kingdom? You have not dealt with the issues of your past. And so what you do is let me get more game. Let me get more information. Let me find out what I need to do. But underneath all of that, like I gave the story from the Bible, inside of your tent, you have something illegal there. And you think the more sex I get, the more women I get, it's going to fill that void. It would never fill that void. You know why it would never fill that void? Because you have not dealt with it. What's in your tent? What's in your tent? What are you harboring in your tent that's illegal? What's harboring? So what you do, I want to come over here and get game. Show me how to get women, how I get her number, what I need to do. It's going to work for a degree. It's going to work for a time. Then you come back for another hit. But the real issue, what is the underlying issues you have with women? I learned when I'm going through hell just to take the bad with the good in life. Okay. To know where you're going, you got to know where you come from. That's right. LDA. Yeah. Thank you. Alfie, what's up, Alfie? What's going on? More sex and more women makes it worse if the issues are dealt with. Just amplifies it, right? Because all you're doing is putting a little Band-Aid. When I was younger, they had to put a Band-Aid on me. Put that Band-Aid on me. You're just putting a Band-Aid on your issues. We ain't talking about the father today. We talking about your mother, your mammy. Your greasy mammy. You talking about your greasy mammy. What are you harboring? Because what happens, what you don't like your mother could show back up in the woman that you deal with. This may be too much for them, Trav. I don't know. I might be on another. This may be too much. This might need to be behind a paid wall. Because the more, like Trav said, this was so key, was it? The more sex and women makes it worse. If the more sex a woman makes it worse, if the issues aren't dealt with, just amplifies it. You start realizing that why is this woman irritating me? Because you have not dealt with what's in your tent. You haven't dealt with what's in your tent. Even with the mistakes I've made in life, a lot better off than my many people that was my age. Right. Good job. But remember, I teach the gospel of responsibility. Responsible for your life. Don't try to be Jesus. Don't, anytime you look for a savior, you're going to send him to the cross. And anytime somebody's trying to make you the savior, they're going to send you to the cross. You cannot be the savior to the people. You cannot be a savior to people. I know I'm talking about something different, but it's right on point. You cannot be a savior to people because they're going to send you to a cross. So my point is back to this. Stop looking for your mother inside of her. She can never be your mother. She's only designed to what? She's never designed to be in that position. My grandmother backslapped the hell out of me in church just because I looked at her when she asked me to do something. Scared me for years. LDA. You got that in church. Boy, I told you. I wish I could find that video. A little boy got smacked in church. She slapped the voice out of him. He was just crying and no voice. Right. So this is really resonating with you because we got 42 minutes. You know, LDA gonna cut off in an hour. Not that I don't have the bandwidth or whatever the case may be, but I'm just saying, if you have any questions on what we're talking about, let's talk about it right now because we are almost at 15 minutes, 17 minutes, actually, well, 18 minutes. Any questions on what we're talking about? Yeah, them church mothers, boy. I got it. My mother got me one time. Me and my brother, she was like a pimp. She took care of us, man. Any questions on what we're talking about? Don't forget to hit that Cash App. I appreciate the Cash App that did come through today. It is definitely going towards product that I got coming out. So don't think that it's going to, no, I'm reinvesting back into what we're doing. Any questions? Any questions? And you need to put, yes, this resonated with me today, or yes, this was on point. I needed to hear this. Let me know in the chat if this resonated with you. This makes sense. You didn't know what the hell I was talking about at first, but now you say, oh, I got something to think about to resolve. Let me know in the chat room. We got 17 minutes. Well, now 16, well, not 17, 16 minutes now. 16 minutes and counting here on LDA in the afternoon. Let me know in the chat room if this resonated with you. You needed to hear this. This was your lunch break. You eating that salad or drinking that tea, that smoothie, whatever the case may be. Your coworkers like, what you listening to? I'm listening to LDA. This dude crazy, man, but he dropping some jewels on me. Let me know if this resonate with you. Let me know, because all I'm trying to do, brothers and sisters that listen, is get you to the next level. This resonate with you? Let me know in the chat room. I know this chat be running. This thing runs a little slow. Runs a little slow. Yeah. Okay. There we go. How do you find it? How do you find out the things in my tent to fix? Wow. That's a good question. How do you find out the things in my tent to fix? Oh boy, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna answer that. We got a great topic. This gave me a lot to think about. That's what I wanted to do. Thank you. This right here is just a good. So how do you find out the thing? You find out that you need someone who's able to look in your life and say, you're hiding something. Not so much hiding. There's something in your tent that you need to adjust. See, sometimes your tent can I say this? Sometimes your tent is too small and you should have expanded your tent, but you're still stuck at the same size tent you had when you was 10 years old. Key indication, you have not expanded as a person. Another thing is your tent may be, you have not changed your tent. And so now there's another indication that something needs to be fixed. Another thing is when you find out what's inside of your tent that you need to fix is simply what irritates you. I said it that way. What irritates you? What irritates you? When you find out what irritates you, it may be two indications: something that you need to deal with or something that you came here to solve. Something that you need to adjust or something that you came to resolve. Give you an example on to solve. If you cannot stand people whose hair look a mess and dress shabby, you have, and it irritates you to no degree, you are the solution to making sure they dress really good. Sometimes we think the things that are hidden in our tents that irritate us or that are not good, it's about us, but it is, and really in essence, it's something that you have a solution for. Is you have a solution. See, sometimes, say it irritates me. It irritates me to see a nasty house. That's why I keep my house clean. So when I go to people's houses and the house is not clean, I'm like, oh, the solution inside of me is how do you get this house clean? A barber cannot stand a person with hair that is not combed and unshuffled, because his solution inside of him is to get him looking crisp and nice. You in your tent could be hiding the very thing that can make you a multimillionaire, and it's wrapped around a problem that you have a solution for. That's for somebody. That right there, what I just said, is for somebody. Your very thing that irritates you, the problem that you can't stand, you have the solution that can make you a multimillionaire. But it hasn't irritated you enough for you to look and find a solution. It has not bothered you enough that you say, you know what, I can't take this no more. If someone has a problem with mice in their house, they look for a solution on how to get the mice out. There's multiples. You can get a mouse trap. That was the old way. You can get peanut butter on the mouse trap. You can get rat poison. You can get peppermint. There's multiple ways to get rats out. But the solution was never found until someone studied the mouse. What you just said applied to my channel. That's what I'm talking about. So what in you irritates you? What irritates you that you need to solve? The problem is you have numbed yourself to the irritation. You have numbed yourself to the irritation, sex, drugs, and happiness and comfort, and not realize you have not got fulfillment. You have not gotten fulfillment because you have not solved the problem that you came here to solve. I used to do reviews and drop off because of trade school. It's on you. It's because I didn't believe I can do both. It's on you. What in you irritates you that you need to solve? I'm talking to somebody because y'all done made me tap into this side of me. What is it that you need to resolve? What issue? You came here to solve a problem, but many settle for eating crumbs. I don't care who's in this chat room who listens to this later. You came here to solve. You did not come here for an accident. Something I teach my sons. You are here for a purpose. I was supposed to publish a comic two years ago, but been putting it off. Boom, you will never feel I know why you never feel fulfillment, because you have not did what you need to do. You came here to solve a problem. I don't care what nobody say. Your mama and daddy might have slipped up, but your father might have been playing Luther Vandross, and your mother be like, "Oh, you so sexy, you so cute. I wish I like you." And then boop, oops, she done had you. But you are not an accident here. You came here to solve a problem. You just forgot what problem you came to solve. Then a friend of mine stole a concept and I lent to him to use for you. So you took Rebirth, you just took a class of hard knocks. Congratulations. You just paid the price. When somebody took something that belonged to you, the concept, you just learned, you just paid for admission into finding your purpose. I got to find my irritation. Yes. What is irritating you? You think it's the woman. You think it's the cat. You think it's the dog. You think it's the politicians. You think it's the whole potholes. What is irritating you? What is bothering you? Making dumb decisions, getting bad results. Right. That was your admission that you paid. That was the admission that you paid. And we all paid admission. I paid the price too. I made some dumb decisions, did some things too. That was my tuition that I paid for to be where I'm at today. But back to why are you who? See, the thing of once you find what you're here to solve, Trav know this because I'm gonna say it. Once you find out what you're here to resolve or to solve, the woman becomes a byproduct of what you're doing. You keep picking women who's not on board for you solving what you need to solve. So they never quite fit together. This may be too much. I need to be talking about this. Need to be a private conversation. So what does this have to do with way back to what I'm talking about your mother? Until you resolve that, facts, no truer words. My man painting the portrait in that flow. So that's why it's so important that you realize something. I tell my sons, I tell my nieces and nephews, you are here for a purpose. You're not designed, you were here to solve a problem. Everybody talk about, man, find your purpose. Your purpose is found. Your purpose, here in the dating sites and everybody's going, be on your purpose. Your purpose is found in what solutions are you solving? I be friendly to a lot of people, and a lot like it, and some ran away from me when I see them. Right? Okay. The problem spills in all the ways of our lives, of your lives, right? That's why you can go to bed and you feel unfulfilled, because you have not solved the problem you came here to this earth to solve. I don't, whatever religious background that you want to be, Islam or Christianity, Judaism, you came here to solve a doggone problem. That's what they're not talking about. Building your purpose. No, your purpose is found in solving a problem. The man who invented the toilet, I thank God he invented that toilet, because he's seen the problem. People was throwing their crap outside the window. He solved a problem. The one who invented the ability to flush it. Thank you. He solved a problem. I am the purpose. Correct. You came here for a purpose. I am is the most powerful thing you can say, not a cut. So, but the purpose is wrapped around a problem. A problem. Your purpose is always wrapped around a problem. That's what y'all don't want to hear. Everybody tell you, building your purpose, man. You got to build your purpose. You got to do your building your purpose. Your purpose is always wrapped around a problem. And you are the solution. Y'all need to hit that Cash App. Y'all need to be letting me know that this is right on point, because I'm this right here. Cat Rims said this right here is not for beginners. You need to hit that Cash App. My hand need to be ringing. This right here was epic today, because it tapped into some things that you really needed to deal with. Second of all, we talked about and John E. Royal really opened it up about the tent. What's in your tent? How do you know what's in your tent that you need to fix? Many times it's not that you need to fix it, it's you need to solve it. This is getting painful, but necessary, right? Because I can teach you about women all day long, how to get sex, how to get laid, how to make them do all kind of things. But if I can get you here, I can get you to there. I can get you to there. If you enjoy this is Lawrence D. Adams. And you know what happens at I am like 1 hour. What I want to do like Alfie do is you give me enough Cash App, I may stick around for a little bit longer. But I want you to go back. This is the thing I want you to do, because I'm going to end it. You need to go back and listen to what was shared, because what was shared is going to pull you into your future. I want you to go back and listen to what was shared on this particular video, because it's going to pull you into your future. Go back and listen to this again. It's going to pull you into your future. I want you to leave a comment when the video, after the video renders or process. Leave a comment underneath this video. Hit the like button. See, when you do that, you're connecting to what was said. I'm not just actioning because of just actioning. When you leave a comment and you like, you're connecting to what has been said. And you want to connect with something that's pulling you into your future. Because I'm in your 2022 while you're still in 2020. I want you to leave a comment. This resonated with me. I needed this. This is what I needed to hear. Leave a comment. When you do that, you're connecting to what's being shared. And you need to go back and listen to what was said, because what was said was not for your present, but I'm speaking into your future. Up 1 hour. LDA My good people, my good sisters, my good brothers. You guys have a good afternoon. You got the instructions. Go back and listen to it. Leave a comment, hit the like button. Leave a comment after the video. It's important that you leave a comment because you're resonating to what's being said. You talking about well, this ain't player boss. This is the most player boss thing I just told you because I'm sharing with you the real game. Until you realize the game is in you, it can never be. See, most people want the game on them, but they don't have an in them. I just gave you real game. You didn't even recognize what I did. I went behind the side door and came in and pushed you out the front door. You guys have a good one. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Let's see if I can get some music playing. Music make the body go. Boom, 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 boom. Dun, 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 dun. You're like, what? Yeah, dog. My good people, y'all guys have a good one today. Oh my God, this thing is spinning. I hate when that happens. That happens. But we are out of here. You guys have a good one. Peace, 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 peace. I can find my music. I can find my music. Now my camera, everything is frozen now. Okay. And we are out. Peace.